having the mute and having the ability to turn off the camera. And all right. So yeah. All right, let's do a test. Yeah, my audio is just fine. So now it's time to just, there we go. Let there be light. And the Lord said, let there be light. Yeah, I don't want to be here very long. All right. And you know, sometimes I can just switch up the wardrobe just because. Right. So I had a lot on my mind really because I'm going to be posting on LinkedIn. I'm going to be posting on TikTok. Especially in light of what I've been seeing on TikTok about what teachers have been experiencing, especially those in America in particular. They're talking about the disrespect they get from kids and the parents, you know, and the fact that administration is not doing a lot to support them in having them face consequences. And all I can tell you is on a page similar to this one called We Still a Learn, over there is where I teach you as a teacher how to protect yourself from being exploited by the powers that be. And over here, if you're feeling a little bit, okay, fine. I know I need to write that lesson plan, but I don't necessarily want to do it myself. This guy will handle that for you. Oh, I know I have all my social media pages, but I don't really want to manage that myself. Yeah, so that's what I do. I take on the work that you don't necessarily want to do for yourself. So this is the lazy edition, okay? Yeah. So I just want to bring, you know, so therefore we know what is, you know, what's the purpose of this page. You know, you want somebody to write your lesson plans for you? Here you go. You want somebody to manage your, you know, your social media pages, your Wi-Fi pages, your WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok pages. Yeah. Give me a second. There's a lot going on. You hear that? Okay, I do apologize for that. All three of my devices had an alarm that went off at the exact same time. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, so anyhow, I'm trying to be, you know, effective. Trying my best to be effective. It's going to take a lot. I have a new schedule, right? Which it's why I came up with the idea of posting Monday to Friday, you record Saturday and Sunday, and if you want to do anything else in the week, you go live. So you go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or just once if you want, right? You can do it every day if you want, or just once a week if you want. Going live, you're not punished for going live less, but the more often you do it, if you don't feel any type of way about doing it, why not do it? You know? I try to make my content early in the morning before I head out to work because I know once I'm done with work and I get back here, the energy is gone. So you might as well get it while you know while your battery is still in the green. Yeah, you don't want to be working while you know want that. All right, so much to discuss. All right, give me a second there. Yeah, so there's much to discuss. Much to discuss. Um, I am let me tell you, I have to be very mindful of my time. Very mindful. So I will still learn. I teach the teachers how to protect themselves from being exploited. There you go. But over here, anything that you feel like you can't handle alone, things that you'd rather not do by yourself, that's what I will do for you. So if you want me to handle the social media for you, I will do that for you. If you want me to write your lesson plans for you, I'll do that for you. And all you have to do is go on the Facebook page, look at the featured section, watch a video where it will show you how to reach out to me. You know, the Facebook is for the WhatsApp button, the YouTube is for the WhatsApp channel, and the Instagram is essentially for the Google form. So there you go. All right. So Bossman teaching is for the teacher. We still learn is for the teacher, but also by strengthening the teacher, you then build a better community of students who learn from teachers that are fully prepared and look forward to going to their job. Because the problem right now is that teachers do not look forward to going to their job. They don't look forward to it at all. You know, there's a saying that I've seen many places, especially on Facebook. Might be seeing it on TikTok very soon and LinkedIn. And the saying went, teachers are not quitting because they're tired of teaching. They're quitting because they're tired of handling everything but teaching. And people make these rude remarks. Oh, this is what you signed up for. Nobody signed up to be a co-parent. We didn't bring them into the earth. You were supposed to do your job. Do your job. And so over here, we find ways to protect you from the madness. So I over here, I'll be the support. Okay? Yeah? I'll help you create the page, help you manage the page. That way you will focus on making your content while I'm in the background just making sure that, you know, things are delivered on time. And then of course, you know, I don't like writing lesson plans, but I've found a way to do it. And then you can edit it to your liking so that it's more suitable for either your grade level or the activity that you would like to do. You can, you can do whatever you want with that. But I will, you know, especially, it obviously depends on the curriculum. So if I'm going to be writing a lesson plan for any teacher, the ideal thing would be to have access to maybe like the PDF of, you know, whatever it doesn't matter what your curriculum is. In our case, in Jamaica, it's an NSC curriculum for grades 1 to 6, or rather 1 to 3. There's for grade 1 to 3, there's for grade 4 to 6, right? Grade 1 to 3 is 3 subjects. Grade 4 to 6 is 4 subjects. Grade 7 to 9, it's individual subjects, right? But still, as long as I am aware of what the content is, I can write those lesson plans for it. Obviously, because nobody not doing anything for free. Right? We don't. The plight of the teacher is this: we cannot just depend on doing just teaching. Teaching alone not will get us paid. We just have to accept that reality. We have to get more creative about the ways that we expand our businesses and all of these things. We have to do that, you know, because nobody is paying us enough. In fact, it goes to another saying. Teachers are not leaving because they don't love the kids anymore. They're not leaving because they're not passionate about the job anymore. They're not leaving because they lost their spark. Teachers are leaving because they're being paid like they are disposable. So that's another quote that I saw. You understand? So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of work to be done in the promised land. A whole heap of things are going on. Right? A lot. So, we just have to be real. We have to be real with ourselves, right? We have to. Because the last thing we want to do is end up pouring out all this energy, because, yeah, fine. Maybe you wanted to be a teacher your entire life. But I swear, if you make your life only about the job, it will depress you. Because imagine focusing all of your energy on this one career only for the kids to disrespect you, the admin to be complicit in the affair, right? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And you have to pardon me while I wardrobe change, right? But there's a lot going on. Teachers are going to their jobs on empty stomach and all of these things, right? You know, Teachers are going to jobs basically without their pay. A lot of things are happening, and my job ultimately is to, you know, to be a part of the discussion that raises the awareness of what teachers are going through, but also providing solutions, right? And I provide solutions in two ways. Over here, I will do the job for you that you don't want to do. So, for example, you don't want to write a lesson plan, I'll write it for you, right? You don't want to manage your own content for yourself, and you just want to focus on making the content while I manage it, I will do that for you, right? So, yeah, we just have to be mindful of the ways that we need to expand our skill set, right? Yeah, we can't be silly. Can't be silly. All right. So it's a lot of people do this thing where they tell teachers, oh, this is what you signed up for. You signed up to do this. This is what is expected of you. Teachers are being treated the way how men are being treated in the relationship space. Oh, toughen up. Nobody cares about you complaining. Why are you complaining? You should be grateful that, a woman is spending her life with you. Yeah, well, okay. We're just rather, we're using an analogy that is juxtaposed, but it may seem unrelated, right? Because why would you speak on on how men are being treated in relationships, but teachers are being treated just like that? Like, you should be grateful that students are in front of you throwing things at your face. You should be grateful that they're throwing paper in class and not having any respect for you. You should be grateful that they're there to for you to parent them as well. It's almost like that's what people are trying to tell you. It's like they're trying to tell you, hey, like, you need to be grateful because without them, you don't have a job. You don't have a job without this disrespect and all of that. Why do you think there's an extra lesson industry that started in Jamaica for the longest time with the Mr. Bells and Mr. Irons, who, I guess, rest in peace for a couple of years that he's been dead, right? There's a reason why we have an extra lessons culture in Jamaica, because teachers were in the profession and they looked at it and thought, I don't have to put up with any of this. So I'm creating my own brand and doing my own thing, teaching my own subjects based on the knowledge and experience and the fact that I've always been reliable and somebody that you can depend on. Build your own brand. If you don't know how to do it, you go to We Still a Learn. And there I will teach you how to build your brand as a teacher. Let me say it again. Build your brand as a teacher. And if you don't want to manage it yourself, I will manage it for you from here. So you go over there to learn. You come over here if you want me to just handle it for you. And you nobody want to learn it. You want me to handle it for you? Okay. And I'll handle managing the page for you. All right. But of course, that's not for free. Okay. It's not. You know, I'll be managing 5 of your platforms for you. So I'll wipe it. That way people can find you no matter what they search on. Right? So yes. Right? So yeah, it's important that we learn how to protect ourselves. You know, you ever hear them say that in UFC or in boxing? Protect yourself at all times. That's what they tell you. Protect yourself at all times. And that's what we need to be doing that as teachers. Right? So you want to learn how to build a brand, right? And there are other things, you know, how to do videos like this. You know, how to do your Zoom videos, have them recorded, right? How to do your screen shares and all of these things, right? How to handle getting content that is in books onto the page so that you can go through the book chapter by chapter, unit by unit, so that you can eventually complete the curriculum. Because doing that, and that's another thing, complete a curriculum is ridiculous. You're not going to be able to do all of that face to face. It's not going to happen. Anybody who tells you that they can complete the curriculum, all of it face to face, they lie. They're lying to you. They're lying. That is why you have 3 forms of employment on LinkedIn: on-site, remote, and hybrid, right? And so if you notice, we still a learn is where the teacher them still a learn and everybody still a learn. Because if I create a stronger group of teachers who don't want to abide by the same rules that everybody puts on them. So I'm sure I'm shamelessly advertising, but at the same time, I'm trying to create an environment that is better for the teachers so that you don't waste your Monday to Friday in traffic trying to get to some ungrateful set of people that go disrespect you, and then after that, you have to come home and do it all over again Tuesday to Friday. Whereas when you're online and the people them are misbehaved, you can say, listen, the person who keeps drawing on my board, if you continue, I'm going to remove you from the room and you will not be allowed back in. So let me know how it goes, because this here is a play-free environment. You're here to learn. If you want to ramp, you're going to ramp outside of the Zoom room, because once I give you that warning and you keep on playing with the whiteboard that I'm working with right now, I remove you from the room and you will not be allowed back in. And here's another thing that needs to be done when you're teaching online. Make sure that people pay before you start classes. Because what people will do is say, well, I didn't show up this day, this week, so I don't have to pay you for those days. They're going to try to go around you. So the last thing you want to do, just say, no. You make a payment for the entire month for the series of classes you want to do. You pay for that before I start classes with you. Payment first, classes after. That way, if you miss a class, I can say, okay, I will do a makeup class for you, but you have to decide on the day that we're going to the makeup day. Now, if you agree to it, then miss it. Now you have to do better than that. Because you see, a lot of the times, anybody can tell you this. Anybody who work in education will tell you a lot of the times it's not the kids that are the problem. The kids are only behaving like that because they feel as entitled as their parents feel. So that's why you see them doing the things that they do. Because the maturity level of the generation of parents we have now is a big part of the problem. Right? A lot of the parents are they're very entitled. They feel like their child is the world, and it's like, no, your child is your world, not the world. So we have to be mindful. There's a lot to discuss, a lot. But the thing that I am not going to do is act like I'm only going to speak on the problem. I'm giving you the solution as well. So you work with me, I'm giving you the solution. Yeah, I'll work with you through that. And if you're serious about it, I'm serious about it too. I'm even more serious. So anyhow, that's it. If there's anything else that's on your mind, I mean, this is going to be on the Facebook page, might also be on the YouTube. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm streaming to YouTube right now. So easy as the beauty, right? You can have your video recorded, then you can do your live stream. So therefore, you get the best of all three worlds, right? Now, here's the beautiful thing. If you want, you can do your YouTube live stream. And then when you're ready to do the Facebook one, you take the stream that you did before, right? And if you have a video version of it, which you're going to have by virtue of doing the recording, you make it available for you to share to screen. And you just share it to screen and just say, hey, if you guys have questions, I'll stop the video to answer your questions while the video is playing. And that's it. So maybe what I can do is use the Facebook as a replay. So for example, we missed the YouTube live, I'll do the replay on Facebook. So that way, that way, because I don't want to miss a thing. Yeah, basically that, right? So, yeah. So, it's good to be alive. November 19. I am 3 times 13. Yeah, yeah. I am -1 plus whatever's in bracket 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. And you close that bracket. And you add a -1 plus that. And that's me. That's my age today. So if you know your maths, you can figure that out, Or you can do your 3 by 13. That works too. Yeah. So, yeah, I try my best to be informative. I try my best to be straightforward and just tell you what the issues are, but at the same time provide a solution. So again, if you want to learn how to do the things that I'm doing, you go to Still Learn. But if you would like me to do those things on your behalf, obviously not for free, yeah, so you don't want to write your own lesson plans, right? Yeah. You don't want to manage your content for yourself, yeah. And again, this will be on Facebook, so you press the WhatsApp button. And I will show you how to press the WhatsApp button. Basically, you go to the featured section, you watch a video, there will be a video that gives you a tutorial on how to find any of the pages on Facebook. I make sure that my SEO works. So, yeah, you can find me just by typing what I showed you. So, yeah, I'm not hard to find. Not hard to find at all. You can find the YouTube, you can find the Facebook. If you find the Facebook, you'll find the YouTube. And the YouTube takes you to everything because when you look at the about section or the description or whatever you're looking at, there's a segment that shows you more links. And again, all of those will be in the featured section on the Facebook page. So the Facebook will show you how to get to everything. How to find me on Facebook, how to find me on YouTube, how to find me on Instagram, how to find me on TikTok. Yeah. And with WhatsApp, it's a no-brainer. Because if you can find me on YouTube, the WhatsApp link is there. So you click that and it takes you to everything else. So There you go. So anyway, I guess we could call this, since we all know pi, let's make this art. Yeah. I mean, it's good to work hard. It's also good to work smart. Since we all know pi, let's make this art. Yeah. So again, the attitude has to be die when you die, because discipline is everything when you do it every time. Yeah. So if you have any other questions, don't just look for when I go live.